speaking at the Shining Star Children's Advocacy Center. And I gotta say, once again, I'm walking in through another child abuse conference focusing on children's advocacy centers, that I was able to pass through another crusade of my message of getting something what I call Erin's Law. As I was speaking there and finished up, this man in the picture next to me, Chief Langlos of Dixon, Illinois, approached me after describing to him how, as a young child, I was taught, as I said, tornado drill, fire drill. I was also in 6th grade taught the 8 ways to say no to drugs. They were teaching us all these really important messages as kids. How to say no to drugs, but where were the 8 ways of how to get away or how to tell today? Where are the message on safe touch, unsafe touch? Safe secrets, unsafe secrets. And I had this vision to get passed a law in my home state that would mandate programs that educate kids on sexual abuse. Educate parents on how to talk to their kids about sexual abuse, continuing the conversation. Some might argue that that's a parent's role, but often, as many of you know, it's the parents that are abusing the children, a family member that is abusing the child. And so Chief Langlos came up to me and said, I want to help you get this law passed. I want to help you, I know some people. So shortly thereafter, he got me in touch with Senator Tim Bivens, who's off to the side of me, next to me, in this picture. And together we went down last month, and I testified before the Senate of Illinois. And before the Senate committee, it was the Education Committee. The vote came back after testifying, telling them my story in a short, brief moment. They all stood up and applauded and told me in that brief moment, the education chairman said to me, I'm ready to pass anything you want me to pass. It's like, oh, Tim Bivens looked at me and said, hey, there's some bills you can help me pass. And with that, it was passed 13-0 to the Education Committee. Then it moved on to the Senate. And the Senate ended up passing it 54 yes, 0 no. From here, it'll move on in November, where I will testify to the House in Illinois. And my vision for this law, it's currently right now developing a task force that will study childhood sexual abuse in the state of Illinois for a year, showing where things need to improve. It'll bring together people from children's advocacy centers, all their agencies coming together and studying where are the holes in our system of how are we preventing childhood sexual abuse. We have these great resources like children's advocacy centers that I was brought to afterwards. But what about the kids when they're abused the first time? Not allowing it to go on for a year and a half. Not allowing a 6-and-a-half-year-old to stay silent until she's 23, flying the country in a public book, being able to speak about that as a young child. Educating kids like we do on DARE at the young age of 5, 6, 7. And with this task force right now, we're not using the word mandate because that doesn't go over too well. Right now, we're kind of using adopting a policy, but me and Tim Bivens and the rest of us in the House, it's under our breath that after a year of studying it, we're going to then add the word, the mandate, to mandate every state, every county in Illinois to address sexual abuse in schools. Make it a mandated law. The same way we educate them, it's mandated tornado drills, fire drills, you name it. And that being said, my vision, after I get it passed in the state of Illinois, is to get it passed in every state in this country. And if anyone doubts me, watch me do it. Because I know that